If I could write you a song to make you fall in love, I would already have you up under my arm. I used to ghost trick. I hope that you like this, but you probably won't. You think you're Cecil with me. I got the diner shades just to save Lynn from death. You probably don't. You think you're tricking with me. I got but fall in love. Shit. We ghost tricking. This too hot, booty, bully, pony, daddy, tricky. Tricky, ghost trick, too hot, you try to ghost trick anybody, tricky. Guys, we are at a key point in this fucking game. The last time we played, my hat's all fucked up right now. The last time we played, we realized that Camila was kidnapped by the two blue people. Beauty, who I think is so just smoking, baby. And her little boyfriend guy, if we want to even call him that. And it seems like they were going to trade her for, to me, Sissel, for some sort of national secrets. However, not sure why they kidnapped Camila instead of the actual Justice Minister's daughter, Amelie, I think, who we met earlier. Maybe there was some sort of mix-up there. Not 100% sure. Also, all while this is going on, Lynn is trying to prove that Detective Jowd is innocent, which we now realize he is because Camila told us that the thing that killed her mother, Alma, was the death trap, the happy birthday death trap that fucking mistakenly shot her in their house or apartment or whatever when Camila was really young. Camila is Detective Jowd's daughter, by the way. If anyone, like if an alien was listening to this episode right now, I'm saying happy birthday death trap. Like this story is just wild right now. This story is going fucking hard right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's chapter 12. It's 12:25 a.m. We're working through the events of the same night. We're going to continue on with this, John. It looks like the kidnappers made a big mistake. The girl in the trunk was Detective Jowd's daughter, Camila, not the minister's daughter. When I got back to the Justice Minister's office, things were getting even more out of hand. The devastated man was being grilled by the fiery detective lady. Grilled how? Oh, she's... Shit! I told Lynn what I had found out about the kidnapping, that it wasn't the Justice Minister's daughter who had been abducted. That the kidnappers had been holed up in Camila's old house, and that they sensed my presence and were already gone. Yeah, remember Beauty was like, if I sense you again, I'm gonna fucking blow Camila's brains Jackson Pollock style. I don't know why I keep saying the Jackson Pollock thing. Sorry. But Camila! Why do they have Camila? Her father isn't the stupid old Justice Minister. I think the stupid old part is a little uncalled for. It looks like the kidnappers made a mistake somehow. The poor girl! Kidnapped for the ransom of her own father's execution. It's just too much. It's a cruel twist of fate, I agree. And then, there are those other twists too. Like the kidnappers winding up in and using Camila's old house as their hideout? There's no way it could just be a coincidence. And them sensing my presence. They seem to know about the powers of the dead. I just don't understand any of it. Me neither. I told you before, Detective. I want you to stand back. Who cares about distance at a time like this? I want Lynn to grill me like that. You know what I mean? Look, Mr. Minister, it wasn't your daughter that was kidnapped. Don't try to pretend you didn't hear what we were saying. Ugh! How can I believe in you? I'm a realist. Please! If you don't believe what we say, see for yourself. Just call home and... I tried calling 100 times. My wife won't answer. She won't? It's complicated. Oh, why does life have to be such a complicated thing? But if she doesn't answer, doesn't that mean everything's normal? It doesn't prove it. And I'm being watched. I can't have the police go check for me. Besides, if the execution isn't carried out tonight, the hostage will be killed. What difference does it make that it's not my daughter? Ooh-wee. Uh-oh. Cabanella time! That's quite a pickle, Mr. Minister. Quite a pickle. Miss me, baby? Ha ha! Whoa! I have never been so excited to see a villain in my life. Whenever this motherfucker pops up, you know we get some story developments. Inspector Cabanella! Hey, I fuck your bitches like just like I'm Cabanella, I fuck your bitches like I'm Cabanella. I fuck the bitch just like I'm Cabanella. I got your bitch in my pocket just like I'm Cabanella. I got your bitch in my pants just like I'm Cabanella. I got your bitch in my pocket just like I'm Cabanella. 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 I have a little report for you, Mr. Minister. What's up? Oh, take a big ass bow. The escaped prisoner has been apprehended. I thought you might like to see him, so here he is. It's like I'm Cabanella, Detective Jowd. Is Detective Jowd here? Oh shit. Oh shit. Damn, they got some fucking British guards. Detective Jowd! Detective Jowd! I'm so sorry. I tried. I know that you're innocent. I just can't prove it. I'm so sorry. Lynn, please, don't apologize to me. I love this sprite of Detective Jowd. He looks so solemn, you know? Ah, the beautiful love between a teacher and student. It brings a tear to my eye. Trick time. You knew, didn't you, Inspector Cabanella, that the execution was tonight? I don't believe I had any obligation to tell you. And you're fine with this? I mean, you know as well as I do. Detective Jowd could never have done such a thing. Oh, come on now, baby. I know no such thing. Huh? I know two things to be true, and two things only. One, he was given the death penalty. And two, he tried to escape. What else could I do but haul him in, baby? If that's the case, why did you bring him in here? Whatever do you mean, young lady? He escaped from prison, right? So why didn't you just take him back to the prison? I think you only brought him here to brag about your accomplishment. Isn't that right, Inspector? For your own selfish reasons? So were all those rumors about you true? That the only thing you care about is a spotless record? Is that more important to you than saving a friend? You white coat little bitch? Everybody has certain principles they can't go back on, including me. You'll understand that someday, baby. That's enough, Lynn. But Detective Jowd! I'm a death row inmate who escaped from prison. This is how it should be. This is giving the case in Ace Attorney when we know that Edgeworth is innocent, but he's like, this is how it goes. I'm gonna accept whatever fate comes to me. That's kind of like an interesting story tactic, you know? Like, even when somebody believes themselves to like have no hope, do you still hope for them? That's kind of an amazing like story mechanic. Like, I feel like in American stories, I'm assuming this story is originally Japanese. I feel like in American stories, the person who's being accused that is clearly innocent is like, I'm innocent, like you have to save me, and people don't like listen to them. But in some of these like in Ace Attorney and this, like the person who's a victim and the person who's being accused when they're not actually guilty is sometimes just like, I deserve it. I accept this fate. I deserve this fate. Again, I think that's an interesting thing that's done here. So what the fuck do I do? Should I talk to this motherfucker? My poor Amelie. Is she alright? Actually, the girl... Well, I don't know why I did a voice like that. Actually, the girl who was kidnapped was named Camila. Why is a dream talking to me in my head again? Wait a minute. Amelie? Could that be the Amelie next door? Yes, I think so. Wow, I didn't know the Justice Minister lived next door. No, not me. My wife. It's, complicated. Yeah, I bet it would be pretty hard to admit she left him. The minister's wife ran away on him? Maybe they grew apart. What, with him being so busy? Yeah, I bet you're right. Please stop gossiping about me inside my head. Where do I go? Shit. Let me talk to Lynn. According to what I heard, Amelie was supposed to go to some sort of lesson tonight. Those horrible kidnappers! They were lying in wait for her! But Amelie didn't go out after all. She couldn't. She had a fever. Huh. And so the kidnappers grabbed Camila by mistake instead? Apparently. Amelie and Camila are about the same age. The kidnappers must have gotten the two of them mixed up. It's my fault. If I hadn't asked Camila to do that errand for me, this never would have happened. Oh, right. You asked her to bring the music box. Camila! Don't we know that the music box is in that park? It's in Temsic Park in a bush? That's what Camila told us. We should probably go there next, right? So, Mr. Ghost, we meet again. I hear something happened. Something about a kidnapping? Some kidnappers are actually saying they abducted the Justice Minister's daughter. That's terrible. What's their demand? The carrying out of your execution. Tonight. Ha ha ha! I had no idea I was so hated. But the minister doesn't have to worry. I die, and it's all over. Very simple. It's not that simple! Why not? Because it isn't really the minister's daughter who got kidnapped. It's Camila! What? Camila? I checked it out for myself. I'm positive. No! It can't be! And, by the way, Camila told me something interesting. She said that the one who killed her mother 5 years ago was Camila herself. What? What are you talking about? Don't listen to him! I'm the one who shot her! I'm the one who shot Alma! And when I'm executed tonight, that will be the end of it. Camila won't have to suffer any more after tonight. For a capable detective, you say some incredibly misguided things. You dying isn't gonna end that girl's suffering. It'll just bring her new suffering. The only person's pain this execution is going to ease is yours. Is it true? What Camila said? Why don't you tell us what you know? So, it does make sense why he wants to die. He wants to prevent his daughter from any more suffering, but are you dumb? If you fucking die, you're gonna just cause your daughter way more suffering. What are you thinking, man? Don't do that self-sacrifice shit. To be honest, I still don't understand what happened that day. It was my wife's, Alma's, birthday. We came home from work and she went in first. Brain! Mom! Mom! What was that noise? Huh? I looked for the shooter, but there was nobody to be found. There was nobody there besides Alma and Camila. Just the two of them. So the little lady's mother died right in front of her. Oh my! That's so horrible! Camila told me about it. She was crying. She said the contraption she made did something it wasn't supposed to do. It made an impossible move. An impossible move? What the fuck was the impossible move, goddammit? Wait a minute! Could the impossible move have to do with somebody else having powers of the dead and fucking up the contraption so that it kills Alma? Could somebody from beyond the grave be trying to kill Alma at that time? I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. There's so many questions in this fucking game. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. It's been 5 years since then. I stopped thinking about it. I shot Alma. There's no other explanation. That's what I'd convinced everyone of. Even me. But tonight, you showed up and gave me an explanation I never would have thought of before. The powers of the dead, right? That day, in that room, powers that I didn't understand were at work. And if that's the case, it clears up all the mysteries. Maybe not at all. There are a couple of other people who know about these powers. Yes, this bitch. Is somebody there? Can you hear me? I can sense your presence, you know. The kidnappers who abducted Camila knew about those powers. This is no ordinary kidnapping. It looks like my wife's case isn't coming to an end after all. I'm the only one who thought it was. Detective Jowd! There's still time before dawn. A little, anyway. How about you see this case through to the end before you die? Damn, bruh. Somebody fucking from beyond the grave could have killed his wife? Who would have fucked up that contraption? You know what I'm thinking about right now? There's still an untied knot. And that untied knot is Desk Lamp Johnny. Ray. Light Ray Ray. Camila was a quiet little girl, but she was good with her hands. She was a little genius at making elaborate toys and contraptions. But there were two very strange points about that contraption. The first was, of course, the firing of that gun. Right. That was an antique gun I'd had on display for years. So... Oh, wrong voice. Sorry. So it wasn't part of the little lady's original design. Of course it wasn't! It was supposed to be a surprise for her mother's birthday! And the other strange point was the movement of that Cupid. Cupid? Was the Cupid supposed to shoot the party poppers? Or maybe it was supposed to light the birthday candles. That's probably what it was supposed to do. It was supposed to shoot its arrow without turning around. Yep, both. Lighting the party poppers and setting the fucking birthday cake ablaze. Somebody made a change to the contraption's design and then manipulated it. I don't know what to say. I didn't have time to think things through then. All I knew was I had to protect Camila. I made a small adjustment to the scene and turned myself in. What was the small adjustment? He fucking shot his wife again in the head just to be safe? I'm just kidding. What kind of adjustment? The gun, of course. The gun, huh? Come to think of it. The gun wasn't there. Yeah. There was no gun there. Just a picture hanging on the wall. Of course not, because I secretly switched the gun out of that frame with the picture. I didn't believe what she told me about her contraption. But one thing was for certain. That gun was still smoking. So that gun really did shoot Alma? I hid the gun before I went to the police. You hid it? I put it in a wooden box and gave it to a certain detective. What? You mean? And that detective still thinks it's a music box. So that's what was in the box, huh? I got a different murder weapon ready to give to the police. My own pistol. And I did a few other things to make it look good. I won't go into the details. When I was all done, I turned myself in. I want to hear that part one more time. So he took the gun out from the crime scene and put it in the music box. But why would he not just like pretend like that was the gun he used because it was an antique? I hid the gun before I went to the police. I put it in a wooden box and gave it to a certain detective. Who did he give it to Cabanella? The gun? And that detective still thinks it's a music box. Did he give it to like Cabanella as a gift? Or did he give it to Lynn? Because it was in Lynn's house. He's talking about the certain detective is Lynn here, right? Like he gave the music box to Lynn. She thought it was a music box, but it was actually the murder weapon. I got a different murder weapon ready to give to the police, my own pistol. Okay. All right. I'm good with that. Detective Jowd, is what you told us just now true? Yes, of course. In that case, there's still time. Still time. Time to solve the case that started 5 years ago. You didn't do it, Detective Jowd. And of course, little Camila didn't do it either. So the true perpetrator is still out there, and I'm going to prove it. For Camila's sake. That sounds wonderful. Let's go! We got him! Now we got Detective Jowd's theme. Detective Jowd! Thank you, Detective Jowd. Lynn, where is that music box now? In Temsic Park. Camila left it there. That gun is important evidence. You'd better go pick it up. Now we know. Yes, sir! I'll go right now! Sissel, take care of Detective Jowd, and do something about the kidnapping so we can get the minister on our side. And yet again I say, easy enough for you to say. She's off. Cabanella's like, what the fuck is she talking about? What's going on? Deal me the deal, Mr. Death Row inmate. A little change in plans. My daughter has been kidnapped. I can't just go off to die without doing something. But
You're in our custody, don't forget. Back at the prison, everybody's waiting for you with a special seat. Just for you, baby.
Then I guess we'd better prove my innocence on the double.
On the double, is it? You sound so determined, my old friend.
I want to save Camila in more ways than one, and that's all there is to it.
I see, my old friend. In more ways than one. What say you, Mr. Minister? May we have your decision? Should the execution be carried out tonight, as planned? Or should we hold off and wait for this important evidence to come in?
Come on, you gotta come through, homie.
The order still stands. Bring the prisoner back immediately and resume its enforcement.
Fucking idiot.
As you wish, Your Excellency. Please, don't bow down to me, and especially not that low. In that case, can I have one of your boys arrange a prison van to pick him up? Would you be so kind? Yes, sir!
Oh, damn. Whoa! Bang! Oh, he's got a chair just hidden in his fucking coat.
The van should take about 10 minutes, I'm guessing. Your escape tonight was brilliant. Will you show me another miracle in these last few minutes of yours, Mr. Death Row inmate?
Fuck. Let's show this motherfucker a miracle. I'm glad to see Detective Jowd all fired up now. But I feel like I'm under the gun here. Even if Lynn does come through with the proof of Jowd's innocence, it will be meaningless if Jowd or Camila dies. I've got to do something about that kidnapping somehow. Maybe I should ask for advice from the capable detective here?
Yeah, let's talk to him.
Most likely, the minister won't stop the execution. Not as long as there's any small chance his daughter is the one who was kidnapped. But she isn't the one. I'm sure of it. Well, it would be great if we could prove that to the minister. Prove it? How? I doubt his wife is ever going to answer that phone if we call from here. If we call from here, right. But a telephone works in both directions. What are you saying? What I'm saying is, only family members can solve a family problem. Hey, Mr. Ghost. Yeah? I have to admit, I don't like depending on others. But you're the only one who can change this situation. Gee, Detective. For these past 5 years, Camila is the only thing that kept me going. I can't go meekly to the chair now. I hate to ask this, but would you mind saving me? I'll try. The key to getting the Justice Minister to stop the execution is his wife and daughter. But is there a way?
So I have to prove to him that his daughter's still home. But also, is he going to stop the execution? Because Camila's going to get shot. You know what I mean? I guess it's really the only chance we got. Can I talk to him one more time?
Excuse me, Mr. Minister.
I can't hear you. La, 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 la.
I'm sure you heard everything we've been saying. Are you telling me you don't believe any of it?
Let me speak plainly. I don't trust you. But there's somebody else whom I trust even less.
Oh yeah? Who's that?
Me. I can't explain your existence. It's not normal, but I'm pretty abnormal myself. So maybe you're a figment of my imagination, a delusion. Would you listen to a delusion?
To be honest, I have no idea what you're talking about. I got the bit about you not trusting me, though.
Good.
Okay, fucker. Well, hanging around here won't change anything. I've got 10 minutes before the prison van shows up. If I could just do something about the kidnapping in those 10 minutes, I guess the telephone lines are my only hope.
Well, no, I don't want that. I want to go there. I gotta get to the apartment, right? Lady Red's apartment. That's where I need to go. And I think with that, well, let's just get some of this dialogue out. Actually, I'll stop there. And with that, that's where we stop for today. Shit's going down. Detective Jowd's ready to fight now. He's not ready to accept his fate. And I think this, as you can tell, I think what's her name? Fucking Amelie's still in bed. This is some wild shit. Until next time on Ghost Shit. Poop Detective.